Hi, my name is Wilton and I'm the creator of Fintel. I'm doing a quick webinar today because we just added a bunch of new options data to the site. There's some interesting things that you can learn from the options data that I thought I would call out. And I'm going to use Tesla as an example because Tesla's been in the news. It's made some big moves up in price, as you probably have seen. And so what's interesting about it is what the options tell us. And I'm going to walk you through kind of this idea of a put-call ratio. The put-call ratio is basically the ratio of put options to call options, open put options to call options. We can get a list every day. We can get a count every day of the total number of options that are being held. And as you probably know, a put option, if somebody buys that, it's a negative bet. And if somebody buys a call option, it's a positive bet. And so if you take the ratio of puts to calls, you can get a sense about what the overall option market says about a company. So here's over here on the right-hand side here, over here on this page here, I basically highlighted the most recent put-call ratio that we have for Tesla. And what it says is that basically there's a slightly more negative sentiment than there is a positive sentiment. So the number of open put options is 3.2 million. The number of open call options is 2.7 million. So we divide that, and anything over 1 is a negative kind of sentiment. And anything between 1 and 0 is a positive sentiment. So this tells us that right now the overall sentiment is slightly negative. Okay, and as you've probably seen, I think Tesla is at an all-time high right now. But let's slide down and take a look at what we have, what the actual option, the put call ratios for the specific expiration dates looks like. So I'm going to skip this block here because this is a different subject altogether. But we also look at the put call options based on expiration dates. So today is October 27th. Okay, in 2 days we have the expiration date for this set of options, and we can see that the put call ratio is 2.41. Now, not everybody bought these today or the last couple of days. These options, have been. A lot of these options have been around for a while. In fact, you can actually see here, on the 14th, there was 100,000. And then just in the last couple of days, they've added quite a few. And what I interpret this to mean is that there's actually a pretty negative sentiment that the share price is going to go down. That's what people are betting on here. And within the next couple of days, because obviously these are expiring. So as you look at the short-term options, that's going to, and the put-call ratio of the short-term options, that's going to tell you a little bit about kind of the sentiment of the immediate sentiment of the options market. But as you get further down, you get further out, you're going to find that the sentiment changes as you get further out. So here we are looking at a few weeks from now, November 5th, and the put-call ratio has declined quite a bit, actually. Okay, so it went from 2.41 for the options that are expiring in a couple days to 1.15 to the options that are expiring in a few weeks. And as you get even further out, this one kind of bumps up a little bit, but as you get even further out, 1.1, 0.94, we go out about 6 months here, 0.31. What you'll find is that the overall sentiment actually becomes much more positive. And obviously you want to look at the actual strike prices for these. But at a very kind of rough, kind of top level here, you can actually find some interesting information about the sentiment of the options market on the underlying shares of a company by looking at the put-call ratios of the total of all the options, and also looking at the put-call ratios of each expiration. So I hope this is helpful. There's some interesting information in here, and as we unpack the options data that we have, we're going to be putting more of this up there, and I'll do a couple more webinars on how to use this data. But I hope this is helpful. If you liked it, please subscribe and press like, and share this with your friends. Thanks so much.